What's going on, true believers? Guys, the market is set to explode, and I'm about to tell you why. So stay tuned. This is not financial advice, but I am always right.
I'm married to the music like more to be on bricks. Even my lady call herself a side chick. I'm popping up like Orville Redenbacher on the flame conscious.
All right, guys, it looks like the Chinese FUD is about to be over. The only thing that's going to change what's going on in the markets right now is going to be regulation in the United States, which is a big buzzkill. But what we're talking about right now is the market cap at $2.17 trillion, 24-hour trading volume on a Sunday, $121 billion. That's not a bad number. It's not a great number either. That just seems to be an accumulation number that has resulted in Bitcoin rising up to 43,575, and we have Ethereum, which is now trading at 3,064. Through the entire weekend, we saw a big lift start to happen. There's an accumulation that's going on right now, and then we saw this leg up that happened. The only place that it didn't get affected was Cardano. And if you've watched me for any length of time, then you know that my opinion of Cardano is actually a very simple one. It's that Cardano is the future, but it's only one of the futures at this point. But it is a future product. However, there was a big summit that was held over the weekend where it was announced that Cardano is now partnering with several people, including the Dish Network. And instead of sending the price skyrocketing like many people intended for it to do or expected for it to do, it left the product kind of... It left it sideways for a long time. It went up to, I think, about $2.37 before it then plummeted back down to $2.21, where it has settled in right now. And if you're asking yourself why, then the answer is very simple. There's just too much Cardano out there. Cardano has a very, very large, in fact, they have the third largest community in all of crypto. But if you look at their trading volume, the trading volume of Bitcoin was $28 billion. Ethereum was $20.9 billion. Cardano, $2.8 billion. But as you start to make your way down, you will see that the trading volume at Solana was higher. XRP was higher. On down the list, you will see Bitcoin Cash was higher. Litecoin was higher. Ethereum Classic was higher. So trading volumes don't tell you the story of Cardano, and it doesn't tell you that the enthusiasm is there for this to make some life-changing money. And when it does start to move, it's going to move to about $3. Maybe it's going to move up to $4 or $5 as the market doubles, because it will have a market cap in the $140, $150 billion range in probably fairly short order, because it is still the number 3 crypto. But that's not much, and that's not life-changing money unless you've already got $1 million. In that case, you made out like a bandit on it. But that's not going to happen for the average investor. The average investor has to look for something else. And that's where meme coins come in. Moving on. All right, guys, Keanu's trading at 89.34. That's about even with yesterday. It was up 12% from the day before, but it is still down from that Friday fall from 1,613 all the way down to about 8,300. So it basically got halved in a short period of time, and we're going to have to pick that up. Now, it's no secret that some things happened over the weekend that didn't pray well for Keanu, but at the end of the day, here's what matters. The opportunity to accumulate is still there. Nothing bad really happened, except an event didn't go off as planned, and now you move on from there, and you develop a new strategy, and you bring with it wealth and life-changing money. But that happens when everybody gets on the same page, when everybody's on the same team, and when everybody starts to work towards the future. Because the only thing that happened was a party didn't happen. That is literally all that got missed. So, the opportunity exists. You have plenty of opportunity to make money in Keanu just with the market and the meme coin universe getting ready for a sending. We're going to make 20 or 30 or 40x. How many more times that is, that's going to be up to the investors. You put in the work, and guess what? You're going to get rich, and you're going to get paid. Moving on. All right, guys, Hokk 5 felt a little bit of that bear pressure too. It's trading at 96.36. That's down 14% from the previous day. Looks like the accumulation broke, and here we are again. We're not going to go deep today. We're just going to say that the sending, the great sending, is about to arrive, and when it does, we're all going to Mars together. But this is one of those lessons learned that we got to have strategy. We got to have things that propel us forward every single day. Otherwise, the accumulation causes somebody to go to another product because they're not loyal. Moving on. All right, guys, if you're looking at Sanshu, it's up 6% on the day at 1531. It looks like on Saturday, that was a low point, and since then, it has taken off like a rocket. Trading down here, pretty low, and then all of a sudden, it's on the uptrend. We're not going to get into a lot of deep stuff today, but and the reason that we're not doing that, by the way, is because I have new video software and I have to learn how to do it. So right now, we're just talking. We're just saying that you're at 1531. It looks like there's an enormous uptrend. We're not at the great sending yet, but that great sending is coming very shortly. And when it does, we're all going to go crazy. It's going to be awesome, but let's get there and let's accumulate for the next couple days. Moving on. All right, guys, Floki, you're up 14% on the day, trading at 46.33, but it was trading up at 5,000 just a few short hours ago. And guys, if you are in this market and you are wondering exactly what a bull chart looks like, then you are looking at exactly what a bull chart looks like. When you've got an extended period of time where your lows continue to become less and less, and your highs continue to become more and more, and that spreads out over time, then what that means is you are on a big bull trend. And that is probably letting you know that there is a takeoff imminent on Floki. So you better get your bag packed because the time is running short to accumulate. If you miss out, then you missed out. There's nothing you can do, and you're not going to get it back. So get your bag in right now because everybody else is packed. All right, Saitama Wolfpack. I guess the old saying is, ain't no party like a Saitama party because a Saitama party don't quit. You're trading at 12.22 right now. That's up 37% on the day. And I just got done talking about the bull flags that I see all over Floki, but Saitama flags are absolutely to the moon. And this is going on almost non-stop and has been for day after day after day after day. It's a continuation. Guys, this is a great product. Everything that's going on right now is turning gold for the people of Saitama. And if you're not into it and you haven't put yourself a little bag in, then it might be a great opportunity for you right now because they are every single day making further progress and further progress, and the buys, the trades, everything keeps coming in. It's happening over at Saitama, and when the great sending happens, and we're close to the great sending, when the great sending happens, what are you going to do when Saitama runs wild on you? Moving on. All right, Kishu, trading at 54.93. That's down about 4%. Remember that test pump that we had about a week and a half ago now? That test pump had you guys up almost ready to drop a zero. And right now you're trading at 54.93. And if you are smart, because this pump is about to happen again. When that happens again, Kishu is going to double in value. So if you had 1,000, you're going to have 2,000. If you had 10,000, you're going to have 20,000. If you play the market smart, then Kishu is going to make you some money in the very short term. And in the long term, Kishu is still the big dog on the block with 204,000 holders. Kishu has 204,000 holders. Guys, this is what you call a buy opportunity, and it's right now. It's probably not going to get too much lower from here. There's an opportunity for a dip, maybe down to 52, maybe to 53 if you are absolutely lucky. But the upside is way up here, and that's double your money. But let's scroll back out. The upside is up here. The upside, you know what? It's going to take me a while to scroll. The answer, by the way, is way, way, way up here. They've already been, this product has already been at least 10x from where it is right now. So if you don't think that they can get there again, you're fooling yourself. This is big time. Actually, I guess the number is about 30 times where it currently is. So get your shit together, because Kishu is about to take off. Moving on. All right, guys, StarLink Troopers trading at 1,065. That's down about 10%. But I wanted to back off on this chart just a little bit and give you an idea of what this chart is really doing and how it really looks right now. And if you check this from a month ago, then you will see that there is a tripling of the amount of money that you had in your wallet when we started all of this about a month ago. So the opportunity, there was a great sell opportunity for you to accumulate take some profit, and another great buyback opportunity has been coming up non-stop. Trading volume continues to stay around the $2 million range or up. Yesterday was a slow volume day for everybody involved, but the market cap is $106 million. And it should be pointed out that when you start to go around and you start to look at the competitors, if you will, in these markets in the metaverse, you have a Deep Space Online, and then you have some really pedantic, sort of childish-looking games that are not really the same thing as what's going on in the StarLink universe. You have an opportunity, a real opportunity, to live your life in space, making real-world crypto in the StarLink universe, and that should be bonkers to you and absolutely crazy. And at some point very, very soon, when this market starts to take off and people start to see the incredible buy opportunity that presents itself, then guess what's going to happen? You are going to have missed out. And I'm still not in the beta. So, Johnny Utah, hook a brother up. Moving on. All right, guys, I don't want to get off on a rant here, but the question today is, are you a leader or are you a follower? And if you are a leader, then your job is to lead your troops, whether it be into battle, into whatever business it is that you're doing, to fire up your front line. And I just stole that from Jason Santa Maria because that was awesome. Going back, there is an old adage that was taught to me many years ago. And there's a piece that you can look up online. It was authored by Jason Santa Maria, and it's called Firing Up the Front Lines. And it looks at what the Marines do as an organization and how that would apply to the business space. And it turns out that the people in the Marines had the exact right way of developing talent better than any business executive, better than any motivational speaker, better than anyone that there was. Now, one of the things about that, I'm sure the first thing that you're probably thinking is, well, yeah, when you do that, you sign up for 4 years, you can't really go anywhere. Yes, you can. You can absolutely bail out at any time. The military is not like you think it is or was anymore. But here's what happens. The Marine Corps, they assume that you know how to do your job. Then they teach you how to do your job. Then they follow up to make sure that you can do your job. Then they reinforce that you can do your job. Then they make you do your job. I don't know if you know what a fire team is, but everybody on a fire team knows how to do everybody else's job. A sniper, the best sniper is the sniper, but everybody knows how to perform the functions of sniping. Medics, everybody knows the basic functions of being a medic. Your sergeant, everybody knows the basics of how to lead. Your gunner, everybody knows the basics of how to shoot their weapon and to reload and to lay down suppression fire, to lay down cover fire in case it's ever needed. Guys, as developers, as investors in our products, it is very important that we understand and we know what is going on and what people have as a job on what they do and how to perform that function, and when something happens to be able to step in and to continue to perform that function. So how does this apply to the crypto space? Well, if you are a developer, then the important thing is that you know all aspects of what it is that is required in order for you to be successful in the crypto space. Not only do you have to develop the token, but if you want to take it further, then you're going to have to learn a little bit about marketing. You're going to have to learn a little bit about shilling your product and letting people know what opportunities there is. You're going to have to do something about being able to have a marketing budget and a marketing wallet. You're going to have to do something about making sure that people know and people are aware in the spaces that you are in what it is that you do, because it does no good for you to be whatever you decide to be in the crypto space. If you decide that your token is going to be the best underground mining token on the planet, if nobody knows, then it doesn't matter. All it is braggadocio, whatever it is. It's bragging, basically. You have to, in your space, you have to be something and you have to do something in order to become something. And that's what we're talking about here. Everybody lean into your product. Now, if you are, like me, spread out amongst them, then you pick one and you kind of lean into it. And then you help where you can on anything else. There's no harm. There's no shame. Everybody here is here to make money. If you're not here to make money, then what are you doing in crypto to begin with? Now, in Keanu's case, it's charity focus. In Floki's case, it's the Million Gardens movement. So there are things that people do that create cases for which you are looking to better somebody's life. Or there are cases in which you are developing a game or movies, or you're providing entertainment to the masses. And that's also a great cause. But the point is, lean into it and let people know what it is. And if you don't know what it is that you need to know to be successful in it, learn it. Understand what it takes to market just a little bit. Understand what it takes to shill a little bit. And now, if this means that there are now going to be 100 YouTube channels, make 100 YouTube channels. Come in here and do this yourself. The only reason I'm doing it is because there wasn't anybody else doing it in this space that I liked. So, let's be successful. Let's move some needles. Let's be prosperous. The great sending is coming. And I keep joking about the great sending, but at some point very soon, this market is going to just take off and we're going to experience parabolic growth. And it doesn't matter what you did yesterday. It doesn't matter what you did last week or the week before. It doesn't matter if you've had problems, you've had issues, if there's been turnover on your staff. It doesn't really matter. None of that matters. Here's what matters. There are investors out there who are looking for an opportunity to change their life and the lives of those around them. Give them that opportunity. Show them that you can be part of that solution. And guess what? Everybody on your token will prosper. Now, guys, that's all my time. I hope that you understand what I'm saying, and I hope that you are part of the solution for your token and not part of the problem. And the problem is when you just start crying about it. All right, guys, let's all have a good day and prosper.